In our first season as a Premier League club, we barely survived. That's how difficult it was playing in the world's biggest league, competing against the likes of Man City, Liverpool. And of course, things were made worse when our most talented player, Max Rose, left the club. I can't believe we succumbed to beef between two brothers and let that affect our squad. But regardless, we did improve our team, signing talents like Ben Doak, Thomas Araujo, and even World Cup winner Leandro Paredes. But all of that was just about enough to keep us in the Premier League as we finished 17th. We just didn't have the talent to compete against the big clubs. And a stinker of a season like this has had consequences. You see, the reason we've had so many epic sponsors so far is because year after year, we keep getting promoted. The investors, the sponsors, they see growth in a club like us. And that's why they poured in so much money. Look at us now. We're the favorites to get relegated this season. And because of that, all our sponsors have pulled out. Of course, a winner like Ronaldo won't want to be associated with our club. Now, I've tried spamming him a lot of messages, but he's just been airing me. So it looks like Ronaldo is not going to be sponsoring our club. Even Puma have pulled out. They don't want to renew our deal, which is so frustrating because they literally cost us 3 million by copying Adidas. That copyright drama was another thing in itself. But yeah, now they're turning our backs on us when we need them the most. And so we're now starting season 5 with 0 money. And this isn't going to work because we've got a lot of key players as contracts to renew. Also, if we can't invest money, we're just going to get relegated. And you guys know the big players in our clubs, the likes of Teixeira, Ethan Mbappe, they've all come forward and said that if S2GFC gets relegated, they will accept big offers from other clubs. And truth be told, there's nothing we can do to stop them as well. We can't let their careers go to waste just because we keep getting relegated. Season 5, we need to find a solution to take S2GFC to the next level. We don't want to be in a relegation battle. We need to aim to finish mid-table and become a regular Premier League club so we can get the sponsors and everything else back. Okay, guys, I'm in the S2GFC offices, and I've been here making calls left, right, and center, but only getting rejections from brands. We need a kit manufacturer as well as a shirt sponsor at the bare minimum. Prime don't want anything to do with us. Mass Plus as well. Ronaldo's also airing us. But in such a difficult time, there's one brand who's actually stuck by us from day one. Not really because they appreciate S2GFC and they believe in us, but more so they believe in Wang. That's right, boys. Our Chinese Chavi Wang Haijian, who is still somehow an integral part of our team. And I've just called him into the office because he needs to somehow convince Temu to become our shirt sponsor. And looks like Wang has done it, boys. He's got us a contract from Temu. Oh, it's not the craziest of contracts. They're willing to pay us 12 million. But looks like Wang has managed to put in another clause in this contract. If we're top 10 in the Premier League by Christmas, Temu will give us another 10 million. I mean, it's easy for me to get excited now, but last season we had the same deal with Puma and we got cooked, boys. We were nowhere near the top half of the table come Christmas. But this season, boys, if we want to evolve the club, if we want to keep hold of our best players, we need to pull this off. So I'm signing this contract. By Christmas, boys, we've got to make it top 10. Now that's a relief, boys. At least there's some bit of cash in our bank account. But about our kit manufacturer, we've got an offer from Umbro. And I remember they were our sponsors in our first season in EFL League 2. But they weren't honest. They took advantage of us by giving us a really bad deal. But right now it's the only one on the table that offering us just 5 million. That is not good for the Premier League club. But okay, an offer's coming with a brand that we were formerly associated with, Under Armour. And I think we've had good memories with them. They're coming in with a solid 8 million. It's nothing crazy. Of course, after the fact that we got sued by Adidas, our market value is down. I'm gonna take it, boys. Under Armour, we thank you and appreciate you for coming up clutch. And so we've now got 20 million in the coffers. And also, don't forget, one of the best ways to get money as a Premier League club, the TV money. This is why most clubs will do anything to just survive in the Premier League, because the TV revenue we're going to get this season is 18 million. This is why I said last season that if we had gotten relegated, we would have lost our best players, no Premier League TV money. S2GFC would have been bankrupt, finished. But now, guys, with 38 million in the bank, there's a lot we can do. And actually, there's more. You guys know the club now officially has members. That's right, you guys support in the club. And I'm still shocked whenever I see this, boys. We've got 109 channel members right now. Absolute legends helping S2GFC stay away from bankruptcy. Now, the way we do this is one member is equal to 10,000 £100,000. And that gets our budget an additional 1,090,000. It's getting bigger and bigger, this amount. So yeah, if you guys want to become a club member, get some exclusive privileges like badges on your name and emojis. And if you become a board member, early access to these episodes too. So yeah, join now, become a member, represent the world's greatest club. Okay, yeah, that might be a bit too much. We're not the world's greatest club, but one day we will. But also, guys, I just want to make it clear, there's no compulsion to become a member. You guys are still supporting the club by just watching the videos. But yeah, there is a way you can help us out by subscribing to the channel. And okay, guys, from the situation where we were in with no sponsors to now having about 39 million, I think as a club owner, I've done well. Now, before we begin the preparation to get ready for the Premier League, making signings and whatnot, we gotta unveil our kits. And okay, boys, this might be the best goalkeeper kit we've had so far. I love the design. Preston is looking so cool in this. Oh, and this is our home kit, boys. I like the stripes, and also they're nothing like Adidas stripes, so they can't be suing us. Most important thing about our kit, though, is having that Premier League badge on it. Oh boy, it could have easily been a championship badge. Oh, and I love our away kit, boys. It is absolutely cold. Actually, I should say it's fiery, bro. I love this. I'm loving our kits this season. Rate them in the comment section out of 10. I'm gonna give these a solid 9.5. And that's all the admin stuff done. We can finally focus on building out this team. By the way, are you seeing this? A couple of our players, Preston and Araujo, getting international call-ups. Oh, it's 2028, so the Euros are going on. Well, later on, we'll see if one of them actually ends up winning it. That'll be so cool. Oh, and talking about winning, perfect time to do the end of season awards from last year. Now, I know we didn't have the best of seasons, but still a couple of players stood out. Let's first do goal of the season. Well, actually, it was just one player who had both goals. And I'm talking about Arlo Rose, the player who's lately been in the shadow of Max. Because yeah, Max has been lighting it up for Man United now in the Premier League. They're going to be in the Champions League and everything. But looks like Arlo did respond with a couple of bangers. I mean, you guys can decide which one of these was goal of the season. Let me know in the comments. But he is definitely your winner. And since we're now a Premier League club, we get to give the award winners playstyle pluses instead of the regular playstyle. And this is changing everything, boys, because we're giving Arlo Rose the finesse shot plus. Bro's gonna absolutely cook with that. Now for probably the most important award, player of the season. Honorable mention first has got to go to Preston. I thought he was really good for the most part, but he does have a weakness of getting chipped. So for that reason, I've not included him yet. Also, Nwaneri, I think he broke some sort of an assist record last year. So he was absolutely brilliant, but misses out on the vote because I think it's Arlo Rose and Teixeira. They were the ones in the crucial moments that gave us that magic to help us survive. Nwaneri came really close to being included, but it had to be between Arlo and Teixeira. But actually, you guys voted for Teixeira, so fair enough. And that means he's going to be the first player in our team with 2 playstyle pluses. We're going to need this to survive in the Premier League. But now, guys, the main focus on improving this team, because, yeah, we still don't have the quality, I feel. Couple of things I definitely want to do this season. Get another striker. Maybe someone different to Arlo Rose. Maybe a physical striker who we can cross the ball into the box. Create chances that way. Because, yeah, Arlo at 5'9", he's not that kind of a player. As a super sub, we could do with a good striker like that. Also, midfield, boys. As good as Wang is, we need another option there. We've got Julio Caballero, but he's still growing. We need a big midfielder here. I'm not saying Wang is going to be completely benched. We'll rotate, which we will need to. But another midfielder is an absolute must. I'm kind of happy with our centre-back duo. Plus, we've got Rivero, who's really growing rapidly, so we're fine there. Maybe we could do with another fullback as well, but right now, that isn't priority. And guys, I'm about to make a controversial signing. You guys are going to go crazy in the comments saying that he's too old. He's not good enough. He's been banned from football. How can you trust him? Paul Pogba. That's right, boys.
You serious?
A player who's kind of been ostracized from football. We know why, but that's something I don't want to get into. He's now 35. He's been free from all of that for a while. I want to be the one giving him a chance at redemption. SNUGFC is that kind of a club. Finnish players like Arlo, Max. These players had no future when they were playing for us in EFL League 2, but we gave them an opportunity. We grew them, and look at all of them now. That's what I want to do with Paul Pogba. Now, I know I've made mistakes in the past with James. That transfer was an absolute failure, but Pogba is a free agent. He's been so for a while. 35 years old. But I'm looking at his stats and he looks just as good. 95 stamina at that age. I think it's because he's barely played any football. Now, even though we'll be signing him for free, Paul Pogba has made it clear that he wants to be paid well because he's a World Cup winner and he's not played football for so many years. He needs to get his money up. Okay, he's willing to sign a 3-year deal with us. That's brilliant. No release clause. Now, for wages, he's made it clear that he's not going to accept anything less than 100k. To be honest, we can afford that. As you saw, it probably reduced our budget by like 6 mil. But we're getting a player like Paul Pogba, boys, for that fee. The quality in midfield. Can you imagine Wang learning from him? Ethan Mbappe learning from him? Well, not the bad stuff, just the good stuff on the pitch. But yeah, boys, I'm taking a chance. I know I made a mistake with James Rodriguez, but I've got a feeling we could revive Paul Pogba, give him a redemption, and that's what S2GFC is all about. We've signed the contract, and welcome to S2GFC, Paul Pogba. The moment I signed Paul Pogba, there's now unrest at our club. I've just got a message from Captain Joseph Holden. Boss, I'm totally fine with the wages Pogba's getting paid, but a lot of the other players of the club aren't. They think for someone that hasn't played football for so long, getting paid twice as more than them, it's not fair. I think, boss, you need to renegotiate on their contracts and give them their fair share. Not gonna lie, boys, I think Holden is right. Look at the wages some of these players are on, especially Preston, Holden, Ethan Mbappe even. We gotta give them all new contracts, but that's gonna cost money. And I'm thinking maybe we can fund those contracts by just selling Paredes. He's had a short stint in the club, wasn't that successful. Now we've brought in Pogba. Boys, it's been a couple of weeks and not a single offer for Paredes. That's the risk of signing older players. When you want to offload them, it's really hard. I guess for now, we do have the funds to give new contracts to all our players, and let's just go ahead and do that. Players like Bradley Hart, too, I feel deserve to be paid more. 21k, almost 4 times his normal wages. Preston, too, deserves a big contract, boys. We'll offer him 33k. Even though Joseph Holden hasn't demanded a new contract, he's our captain, boys, and I think he deserves to get paid well, too. 35.5 is his demands, and we'll accept it, boys. He's the club captain. He's the one who one time sacrificed his wages so we could sign Renato Teixeira. No one more deserving than him. Okay, I'm just having a chat with Ethan Mbappe, and he's made it clear he wants to triple his wages. I mean, fair enough. He's an Mbappe. They do love their big contracts. Well, Ethan, there you go. We're tripling your wages. Hope you're happy. And just like that, our budget is down to 26 million.
And it's gone. Poof.
I think with that money, we can probably make like one more good signing. I'm not sure if that needs to go on a striker or maybe like a fullback, because we do still have a 71 rated Blanco in the team, but I'm really banking on him improving. I'm going to leave this decision, I think, to you guys. Let me know in the comments, where should we invest the rest of our money? But now, guys, it begins another Premier League season. I'm so glad that we're still a Premier League club, but we're going to need to do so much better this season if we want to continue being a Premier League club, if we want to continue going beyond that. And it all starts here against Bournemouth. Oh man, the expectations I've got from Paul Pogba, boys. I'm straight away giving him his debut. If you look back at previous S2GFC series, we've always had that one veteran who's come in, completely changed the club. That's been kind of missing in this series, and I'm hoping Pogba can be that guy. But yeah, we got to remember, he's also 35, and straight away, look at that. He's being a bit, you know, iffy on the ball, as we might be in a bit of a problematic situation. We get out of it. Let's go. And now we've got a chance for Pogba, baby. He struck that one so well. Starting off our Premier League season with a win is, I think, something that we need. We need that kind of a morale boost after how poorly last season ended. Renato Teixeira with his dribbling. He's now got the technical plus play style as well. There's a lot of stuff he can do. Finds a bit of space off the bar and in. This is what S2GFC needs. 1-0 up. Oh, not like this. And there you go. We concede. Can't enjoy like one moment of happiness, boys. It's 1-1. But yeah, guys, this is the Premier League. It's not going to be easy getting 3 points. But okay, boys, I'm optimistic about this game. Paul Pogba trying one from distance there. We know he's got the audacity. But yeah, I don't think all of that's going to work in the Premier League right now, though. He beats one really nicely. Good pass for Nwaneri. Looks for Renato Teixeira. Beats one. Renato, is it going to go in? No. What a chance that was. Wouldn't mind a set piece at all as Pogba's head is off the crossbar. He can't believe it either. Pass master Nwaneri. Looking for Ethan Mbappe, who's found a bit of space, but it gets saved. Not gonna lie, we are playing some good football. We keep this pressure up. Something can happen. We need to improve our ability on set pieces, man. No, 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 not this way. I can't believe it, man. 95th minute. We start off the Premier League season in pain and agony. I thought we actually played good football. We created more chances. But this is the Premier League, boys. It's the most ruthless league in the world. But you know what, boys? I'm not gonna let my head drop here. We've got Burnley next. Thinking of of making some changes, maybe getting Couché back in the team. Also, Wang instead of Ethan and Mbappe. Let's try both Wang and Pogba. Come on, boys. We need to get our first Premier League win of the season. Oh, and the long ball for Arlo Rose. He's controlled that really nicely. Strikes it well, but puts it wide. You waste chances like that in the Premier League, and it only comes back to haunt you. Linking up with Renato Teixeira. The dribbling there. Superb stuff, and what a finish. The Brazilian is taking his game now to the next level. Oh, look at Wang holding his own in the midfield there. Let's go. And Nwaneri now looking for a pass inside for Arlo Rose. If he can find a bit of space. He's got that finesse shot now. Instead, he's just going to go for goal, and the deflection could have gone anywhere. I definitely feel like this season we are looking like a club that belongs in the Premier League. We just need to get the results. Oh, when Nwaneri's been given time and space, he can pick out a pass, but he can also dribble. Let's see what options he's got. Not many. He still keeps the ball. Looking at his options. Arlo Rose inside for Couché. And oh, come on. Wait, it's a pen? I didn't even realize it's a pen. And a yellow card. We'll take that. No wonder Couché missed. Yeah, bro got absolutely taken out there. Why do I want to give this penalty to Paul Pogba, boys? He's not going to do his silly run-up at least. He's keeping it serious, boys. And Pogba gets his first S2GFC goal. That is so awesome to see. He's doing his celebration as well. But the job's not done, boys. Last season, you saw so many games from 2-0 we've bottled. I think we need that extra goal.
A few moments later.
Well, actually, turns out the 2 goals were enough because it's full time. And we have secured our first Premier League win. And look at that, boys. This is exactly where we want to be. 10th in the Premier League. I know it's early days, but that kind of a confident win we've not had in the Premier League in so long. Meanwhile, guys, we've got Crystal Palace next in the Carabao Cup. Now, this may annoy some of you guys, but I'm not going to focus too much on the Carabao Cup. I'm going to completely rotate my team, use most of our second team players. Because last season, we made the mistake of going all in the Carabao Cup, reached the semi-finals. What happened? Man City just smoked us. Now, we can't waste our resources on this competition. Everything needs to go towards the Premier League. Let's quick sim and see what happens. Are we going to get knocked out? No, we actually go through on bench with our second team. I'll take that. I mean, hey, if we get lucky and reach to the later rounds of the Carabao Cup, of course I'll take it seriously then. Our next game, though, is absolutely massive for us against Newcastle United. These were the kind of games we were losing last year. Couldn't compete with super teams. I'm hoping now with the addition of Pogba and the more experience that we've got that we can compete. Because, yeah, if we can't get results from these games, we're going to have another really long and tough season. Already, we're making the right decisions here. Good passing and movement as Arlo Rose gets the ball. We know he can finesse it, and that's exactly what he's done. Arlo Rose's first Premier League goal of the season, and it's an absolute peach. Okay, now let's not make the mistake of literally conceding instantly after scoring. It's Julian Alvarez. Joelinton, but Preston, good save. We're going to have to rely on him a lot this season. Oh, Anthony Gordon's been given space, and now that was cold. Not much I could do there to stop him. That's just Premier League quality. Oh, and we've been opened up again. Preston saving us. This is where we start struggling, boys. We cannot let up defensively. Holden wins that challenge. Let's go. Remember, guys, in games like this, if we can't win, we need to get the draw. We failed to do that against Bournemouth. Pogba, smart ball back for Nwaneri, who's got a bit of space to go for it, but that was just straight at the keeper. Oh, Blanco is absolutely exhausted, boys. I think I know that we desperately now need a left back, because that might legit end up costing us here. If not for Thomas Araujo, it would have. I'd say a striker and a left back are 2 priorities. Pogba, oh, that was really clever of him. And now let's see if he can maybe drive the ball forward. Paul Pogba looking for the pass for Arlo Rose. But Renato didn't make a run there. What was he doing? It's full time, and I'm a bit disappointed we couldn't get more than a draw. But this is a good situation to be in. We competed head-to-head with Newcastle. Came out with a point. Honestly, this is so much better than last year. I really feel like we're in much more control. 3 games, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. It's okay. We can build from this. But now with less than a week left for the transfer window to shut, we've got big decisions to make. Do we bring in another striker to reinforce our attack? Or do we go all in on a left back? You guys let me know what you think, because S2GFC needs your help. And next episode, our journey in the Premier League will continue.